After about 4 years of knee injuries, I had a major sprain in April 2013 playing squash. Typically, a severe twisting of the knee is a force that causes the ACL or the surrounding ligaments to tear. In this clip, Danilo Gallinari lands awkwardly on his knee with such a force that it causes his ACL to tear. If you didn't know, this is an MRI or a magnetic resonance imaging machine. These are the types of images an MRI creates. These obviously are the ones that depict the knee. An MRI consists of hundreds of photos of your body at various levels. Because the machine uses a very strong magnet to create the images, you can't have any metal around it. I have a silly fear that somewhere in my body, like in my arteries, I have a stockpile of, or a very small trace of metal. Just somewhere. It could even be like part of my clothing that I don't even realize. But when I'm in the machine, or when I was in the machine, I was afraid for like the first 35 seconds that something was gonna rip out and that my body was gonna get messed up. I know it's silly. There's one downside to having an MRI, and that's really just waiting to actually have the MRI. In Ontario, and probably the rest of Canada, it takes 1 to 2 months to get an appointment depending on your illness. I was lucky to get an MRI within a week, but that was because I kept calling to see if there were cancellations. Regardless of the time that I thought I saved in having my MRI quickly, it still took me 2 months from the date of my MRI to see a surgeon. Once I met my surgeon on July 2nd, he booked my surgery for August 14th. All in all, I waited about 4 months from the date of my injury to have surgery, and that's because of the volume of patients waiting to receive healthcare. That's the downside of community healthcare. Things take a while. 2 weeks before my surgery, I visited the hospital for my pre-op. It's just the blood work, x-rays, and going over the procedures and preparations for the actual day.